out this T1 composition with? What is Kana going to play into the top lane against Camille?
I'm really feeling something like a Mordekaiser here, Ornn, something that has great survivability under turret, something that's safe. And Jace ends up being the pick here, so a very unusual choice. You don't really see Jace counterpicked into the Camille in the top lane, and it can be a very, very skill-based matchup. Things can get crazy out of hand up there if one player gets ahead, but yeah, not the safe pick that I expected. It's going to help limit what Rascal can do, and can, you know, obviously you have the range advantage there, can make it difficult to snowball the lane. And there's the Jarvan.
All right, pretty interesting, you know, again, we were thinking maybe a Galio, I was thinking even an Alistair could have been looked out, but the Jarvan, he says, with the...
He went and got vision of the jungle, was able to scout all of this out first, so knew that Clid was not going to be in this part of the jungle, it was actually in bot side. And he gets the scuttle, but LM is here.
Here we go, flash on in, one combo, can they do it? The last auto is not enough, LM tries to tank it up, and we have the speed boost coming in now with the acceleration gate, and just barely. That was on a knife's edge, but they make the gank work in the end.
Yeah, good.
You do have, of course, the, you know, the execute damage that does come from this pick. Now, Kana doesn't have any summoner.
Yeah, he does not.
And the Camille, very consistent with the stun. Here it comes. The spear a little bit to the side there. But Kana, I believe, should still be run down here. We'll see if they do have the damage as the spear comes out. Clid should have this lead, and there it is. Clid picks up the kill for the second of the game.
Yeah, this is a really nice timing on this gank. The aggressive positioning. What's happening in live? BDD.
Just gonna get flashed on, but the exhaust is there. They still have the damage as Ruler will pull his sticks out of Gumayusi. They do get that kill.
So much.
Gumayusi on level 5, and underneath the turret, BDD this time with a very effective gank.
Yeah, this gank is way more effective, and LM was not there. They had just seen him moments before, so I'm rotating back up, so see if we see once again.
This is rough for Kana. He's going to try to turn it onto Rascal. Here comes the Pantheon Light, desperately trying to get on in there with the Ignite, and he will pick up the kill, but LM did also take out his jungle opponent. And now we got a little bit of a 1-on-3 here. LM pushing the issue a little bit too far. BDD, though, with no ultimate. Going to take a little bit to take him down, but they do eventually pick up the kill as LM overextends a little bit there as he takes too much damage and goes down.
Yeah, the Pantheon ult. And look at where Pantheon is right now. There's pings on him. They have vision on him on the minimap. Pings coming through. They know he is not in range to ult in to actually save this. So the go button is pressed. They go in. And unfortunately, Faker's just not there for the save. Faker actually has a wave that's pushing on his lane right now if you look at the minimap, because we know what happens in this exchange and in this fight. But he actually has to clear it first, or tries to, and he actually abandons it as he rotates up. So he's just so late here. So it ends up being a trade 1-for-1 here until BDD arrives. Faker is a little bit slow to the party. Owen gets stunned and is blown up here as Faker just has to back away. There's nothing he can get out of range. Not going to be the case here. He is here. Caster Blessing on this
flash. No flash this time for Keria.
Oh, the hook!
Okay, there we go. Hook is going to land, but we do have the Fate's Call coming in. Ruler looking to potentially counter-engage, but the sleep on the life, he throws himself in to the danger. But at least Gumayusi pretty out of position there in the blue pit. No escape for him, as the Lantern is going to be here this time around for LM. So it turns out to be a 1, as they're going to be looking for a dive here. We got Pantheon looking for that angle. Rascal takes the right one. He is going to flash south away from the Pantheon with a flash over the wall. Exec Ultimatum looking to buy some time. Rascal getting that speed up. The Trouble Bubble is going to miss. But at the end of the day, still going to be the kill going the way of LM.
However, you know, Ruler is going to get some extra plates here right before 14 minutes. Going to get the turret as well. Will be the first turret of the game. So question is it actually a good trade here? I mean, you want something if you're T1. You are able to find value. You are going to get the top plates, but you are making this Kalista so...
If they don't have it, it might not go their way. As we're looking to just burst down Rascal, LM, the Ninja Pantheon. They were not expecting that, and easily able to shut down the Camille once again for his third death. And just again, giving even more gold into the pockets of these hugely, the guys that are going to have huge poke damage as this game comes along in the mid game.
And again, without on at the moment, So very much a matchup that can start to skew back towards Gamushi's favor. Not gonna see any pentakills, I don't think.
Not sure about this one. They get the flash out of Keria, but Fate's Call is used. And keep in mind, I mean, I guess there's no objective right now, so they should have it up for the next Drake fight, but you want to have hard engage, you want to have tools to enable your engage, and you just lost a big one right there. Keria, though, I'm not sure about this. Hope he's got a stopwatch. Looks like he's got absolutely nothing, but still the first damage coming out onto Clid is massive. Looking to turn it now onto Kana, who's kind of caught here all alone. The gameplay button out of the Syndra is going to just burst him down. This is going to immediately create that 4-on-3. You see Faker and Gunyusi trying to just shell at them from the back line, and Elam surviving for an incredibly long time. Low health bars here on the side of Gen G. An incredibly close skirmish as Faker gonna get stunned down by BDD. In the back line here, 1v4 is eventually gonna get taken out, but at least he takes BDD with him. As at the end of the day, it looks like that one just barely goes into the hands of Gen G.
Yeah, just the Pantheon comes in. Pantheon doesn't feel so great anymore because, you know, when you're setting up stuff like this, you can get isolated.
Oh boy.
You're the front line.
Yeah, he's got a shield, but that's not gonna save him against 5 members. As okay, Faker, he's angry. That's gonna set up the kill. Kana comes in, and that's that alley-oop that you can get sometimes with Jace Zoe. This is why we see this combination. They make it happen onto that weak support.
Yeah, this really nice follow-up from Faker. If Faker doesn't get that sleep, this is just a free kill for Gen G, and they walk out scot-free, but it does not happen that way. They still have advantage here in terms of positioning on this Drake, and T1 aren't able to collapse and fast enough, don't have vision control. You can see, look at all the deep wards, too, around the blue side jungle. This Rascal is gonna just have to sit up here very passively. Almost 100 CS down. Teleport coming in. Ooh, great lantern, goodbye.
You see, little bit all the Ren set he needs. The smite comes in, and now they're looking to turn it around, trying to get on top of that, but they gotta be careful about running straight into Gen G with the Baron buff. Elam gets picked off, and they say, well, we can't fight this anymore. They're too strong right now. We cannot force a fight here. All we can do is try to poke, and even then, it's going to be difficult to land. Okay, we got the sleep onto the Ballista. But
he doesn't care.
Yeah, he doesn't care. It's going to be at full health in a jiffy.
Yep. Well, what an amazing play from Gen G. Just understanding that they've had so much better vision. Really, really a good thing that you mentioned is we are going to see Keria be extremely aggressive here. Not going to find anything. This is actually really risky.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Clid, what is going on? Why are you there? That might just be the key that T1 needed. We're not going to see that hook land, but already 2 kills, and Elam has found backline access. Now, he's alone, as Rascal is going to be alone as well. Elam going to just try to survive. Will dodge his teammate's lantern and die. So, not going to be the case there. T1 got to be careful.
Gen G just have to buy time. They have to buy time here because this is a fight they've lost. If they could buy a little bit more time and try to slow this down, maybe they can delay the Baron that T1 want to grab. But Kana teleports back, and he's got insane movement speed. He wants this. Spell shield deleted.
Well, that's okay. Only the Banshees failed. Nobody else able to catch up. Now we have Baron in 19 seconds, so T1 would have
to poke them down and chase them. His sleep does go off onto life here. So much burst damage, but he's going to survive. This could be the go button here. They're going in.
All right, Elam is going to get engaged upon life. The only one, a 3-man play coming in from Keria, but he gets burst down immediately as life is going to engage. The double knockup with the flag and drag is massive, and now Gunyusi all alone trying to 200 years. He is not going to be able to. Gen G, they find the engage that they were looking for. Life smurfs it so hard in this team fight, and they might just be able to push it in the game.
You know what I said earlier when I said, look, this team fight they had on Drake way earlier, where I said it shows that functionally this team can fight. It's so difficult to execute. The CC they have is hard to actually pull off, but Life pulls it off in a phenomenal last minute, last hope fight here for Gen G to close this one out early. Pulls it off here, and they are going to wipe T1 and close this series out. But what a phenomenal game played by both sides. Vision control, though, beautiful for Gen G, executing this composition, getting an early lead, and fighting well around T1's poke, controlling where they were at every moment, not allowing T1 to find any roots back into the game by looking for those pokes over the wall. They did get that one pick onto Clid, but besides that, T1 was always on the defensive, and all it took was one team fight win in mid. One over.
End up winning the game. Now, it ended up being just a, 5v0 stomp in the fight, so Gen G were just able to straight up win off the push. But let's take another look at the replay and break down how this fight even happened.
Yeah, Life goes super low health here, takes a ton of burst. They get the stun onto Pantheon, but Life is ready to go in. He knows that they're actually not that far away. The Flay is big here for Keria, but he's burst down. And now this is a fight that they just simply can't win, and they're on the they're on the wrong side of the map. As look, Life goes in, gets a big knock up here on the flag drag, and Kana's burst down by the Syndra ult. Life survives throughout all of this, but that's exactly what they needed. But unfortunately, T1's on the wrong side of the mid lane. They can't get out. There's no retreat. They lost Keria. There's no peel, and Life makes a super play. If that fight goes on longer and he doesn't get the double knock up, the poke, even if he had fed in the early game, I probably would have given it to him for making that one extremely good play at the very end.
Sometimes it comes down to just one super play, and I think it was the both of them once again. Ruler and Life high-fiving there for the victory. They make it happen. Life with an unbelievable mechanical showing in that last fight with so much pressure.